Hi there, this is Chris. I was updating you guys. I was going to get another vehicle, second vehicle, when I sold my truck. I'm in the second vehicle right now that I bought. It's not a bad vehicle. It's a Nissan Rogue 2013. It seems to run good and got good tires on it, so I didn't really pay a big high price for it like most of the vehicles, used vehicles, are right now. But I came and looked at it. It was within 30 minutes of my house, so I looked at it yesterday, and then I didn't come back on here to follow up, but I come back down and got it this morning, got it in my name, got insurance on it. I decided to get full coverage insurance, which is always good to have full coverage regardless, because somebody don't have enough coverage, hits you, then you're out of a vehicle. So I'm figuring the several $1,000s that you pay for a vehicle, you don't want to be out completely, you know what I mean? Even if it's your fault or not your fault, you really want to be covered. So I had to call my insurance before they let me take it back 30 minutes to my house. I thought having insurance on my truck, my dad's like, well, you'll have coverage. And I'm like, well, I hope so. Well, I got in there, I gave the woman their money for the car, the SUV, and before I went in, and then I signed the title and gave it to them. I don't know if I actually got the title back or they're going to send me a title in my name. I got the papers and stuff and proof of insurance. But no, it seems to ride real good for a used vehicle. Anytime you buy a used vehicle, you got to watch out. The people seem pretty nice. I don't know if that was full 100%, being honest, but you never know when you're buying a vehicle. Used anyway. I looked underneath it, looked all around it. It's a white, like I said, it's a white Nissan Rogue. It's got its imperfections, let's say. But I got it, and I'm supposedly supposed to sell the truck tomorrow. I've got a guy coming from Ohio, which is like, he says 3.5 hours away, and I needed a vehicle, and the SUV works getting in and out of my driveway. So this one seems to run pretty good, and I may have to give it an oil change. I don't think they've ever gave it an oil change, but it runs good. Right now it's showing was showing about 19-20 miles to the gallon when I got it, but I think they do a lot of short running driving, so it was like 20 miles per gallon or something like that. Right now I'm showing about 28, I guess, on the highway, open highway. It's 28 miles to the gallon. It's got all-wheel drive, but the button over here, I don't know nothing about the Rogues except what little I know online. It's all-wheel drive, but it's got a button down here on the left below where the headlights are, I guess where the headlights are on the left side, like most vehicles. Down on the bottom there's a button for anti-skid on the right, and then there's one on the left of it I can see is for all-wheel drive. I guess that's if you want to lock it in all-wheel drive, I'm assuming. I don't know. Like I said, all I was told, it was all-wheel drive. Said it worked. I don't know if it does or not. I tried it yesterday, but I couldn't tell. If this is a front-wheel drive, I can't tell if the back wheels are pulling, so I really don't know. I've never really tried getting it anywhere, but it got up to speed real good. It's the 2.5 liter four-cylinder, but right now I'm going about a little right at the speed limit, or a little better. Showing about 28 miles to the gallon, and it's, I'm unquote, I guess it's in two-wheel drive, I'm not sure. When I went in there, and I'm like, the woman said, well, we can sell it to you. We say we give you so much like of what I paid for it, at least half of what I paid for it, and for taxes. And they're like, no, it's worth the value of what you paid for it. So basically I had to pay double the tax amount on what I gave for it. And apparently the value of this vehicle is like double that, so I ain't got no worries of value on the vehicle. I mean, yeah, it's got its little imperfections, little paint chips here and there in the door coming off. I mean, like I said, you're buying a used vehicle, you really don't know. I mean, overall, for a used vehicle, I didn't give too big of a price, you know what I mean? And every other vehicle that I looked at was like, I don't know, they were high. They was like two grand more than what I'm paid on this one. So I like it. It seems to run all right. I don't have no problems. I didn't see no oil leaks underneath. I didn't see no transmission leaks. The guy seemed all right. Seemed like he was honest. I don't know. The dad, I guess. It was in the mother's name. The daughter's one went on Facebook and was selling on Marketplace. And we come to the price like $300 below what she wanted. And I got it, and I've got it going home this morning. My dad took me down there, so he drove me down to pick it up, and I had to get to pay them for the money for it, of course, and sign it over in my name and get the title over in my name. But then I had to call and get the insurance. It didn't take them but 5 minutes. I go through Kentucky, where I live at in the state of Kentucky, and it didn't take them 5 minutes. They went ahead and added the insurance on for me, which is no problem. I told her full coverage, and then I said if I have to, I can go with liability. I guess you just went with the full coverage, and it was like $70 a month on a 13 model. It's not bad, not bad. I was paying $100 a month, I think, for a couple years ago for my Mercury I used to have. I had a Mercury I put over right at 200,000 miles, and I gave it over to my brother a couple years ago. I bought I probably said it before, I don't know if I did in my videos or not. I gave it to him. It's a Mercury, 2008 Mercury Mariner. I bought it used at 44,500 miles, I think. 44,500 miles. This our dumb tow truck is throwing coal all over it. Wait just a sec. Coal coming all over, off the road, onto the road. Look at that. He's throwing coal everywhere. That's the reason why you really can't have a decent vehicle around here. These tow trucks, all this coal, throwing it all over the road, and your vehicle's sitting there and it hitting the vehicle. It's ridiculous. I'm way on the right side of the lane, and he's going around, and I'm going at right above speed limit a little bit, a few miles an hour. I mean, you can get by 3-5 mile an hour, but I wouldn't want to push it if the accuracy on the odometer's right. Or not odometer, but on the miles per speedometer, tachometer's right. But yeah, they sling coal off them and everything else. Ridiculous. I'm glad I got a used vehicle coal hitting it, but still, you don't want to hit your radiator, getting a leak or something like that. Leak antifreeze or leak a transmission coolant if it's up front there with the front of the radiator. But besides that, let me get my ran over. I got my ran over with. I just can't stand tow trucks around here. I don't know. I'm driving it home right now. I just left and got all the paperwork done at the DMV down there. Got the insurance on it, so I'm covered. And I'm heading home. And tomorrow tomorrow the guy's coming from Dayton up in Ohio. It's about 3.5 hours away. So at least I got my vehicle today. I don't know if he's going to buy it tomorrow. It's kind of sketchy with some of these people. If he doesn't buy it, I know a dealership that will. I mean, it's like $1,500 less than what he wanted to give, but just to sell the truck. It's a good truck, run good. I never had a problem. I bought it new, 2019 Silverado 1500 crew cab. I think it only had like 12 miles, 15 miles on it when I bought it. I bought it out of Western Kentucky. I'm on the Eastern Kentucky side. But I bought it 2 years ago, October of 2019. It runs good. I mean, I changed oil myself. I don't trust these mechanics. That's just me. If I need a little something I can do myself, I'll do it myself. Like the oil changes, air filters, cabin air filters. I'll just do all that myself. Unless it's something more challenging that I don't know. Brakes, to a certain extent I can do the disc brakes, but when it comes to drum brakes, I can still do them, but it's just a little bit more work there to get them done. and I'm not really a mechanic, and I'm not jack of all trades either, because like I said, I'll leave some of that to the actual mechanic. You just can't trust a lot of them around here. Some are decent, not to blame all, but a lot of them's pretty good. But here's a Chevy coming by me. You might see it as it passes by me. It's white. See that white SUV there? This is about what the whatever it is, I about forgot the name of this thing. Nissan Rogue. Nissan Rogue. But that's a Chevy there going. It looks about the same as this. This is just a little rough around the edges. Like I said, doors got little chips around the edges, and might be due to the paint. Nissan's not good on their paint anyway. But I wasn't buying it. I was just buying it for a vehicle. I don't drive much anymore, so I used to drive a truck over the road. I may have said it before, but I don't know. I've come home. I was trying to go over the Philippines. They're like, get your vaccine shots and all that crap. I got the first and the second one. I come off the road from truck driving, having issues out of trucks with the company I was driving for. So I said, well, I'm no longer going to drive with you. I don't want to be bouncing around in your trucks all week. So I'm a truck driver, but I'm just come home for a few months. I was going to go to the Philippines. Turns out it didn't pan out the way I wanted it to pan out. So after the first of the year, I'm going to try to get a job where I don't know if I can get one or not. They've never responded. A few last week, I put in for one, like a van driving job. You go to railroads and pick up these guys from at work on the NNS, NW. I guess NW and NNS both. Railroads. I don't know. Railroad men. I don't know. But it was just getting a temporary job so I can drive and have a little income do me while I'm home. I just figured take some time off. I just turned 45 December the 10th, so I just want to I took a few months off, thought I could get over from September to November, maybe go to the Philippines and see my little woman over there, my little girlfriend over there I'm talking to. She's a really sweet woman, and if she's watching the video, I'm going to say hi to her. Hi, sweetheart. Her name's Katrina. I'll just say her first name. I'm not giving no last name. But I think the world of her. She's sweet as can be. She does have a daughter. I've never really talked about all this in my other videos. She does have a daughter. 4 years old. Turned 4 years old in April. She's a tiny little thing, her baby is. She's tiny. She's a pretty little girl. Yeah, that baby's pretty. I call them babies. My dad, my sister, my mom really still calls me baby, and I'm 45, and I'm like, that's mom, so I overlook it, and I'm like, phew. But she lives in Florida. I mean, she don't live up in here where I live in Kentucky. So, I mean, you just do the best you can, live where you're at, and go on. But it's all you can do. Everybody where they're living at. I don't care where you live at. California. When I was over road truck driving, I've been everywhere. So I don't, to me, a home is what you call home. You know what I mean? And it takes a family, which I've been single for a long 10, 11 years. I got divorced back in 2010 or 11. So, got to overmind my accent. I'm originally from West Virginia, and Kentucky ain't much difference. So, got a lot of slang in my accent, which you may know by the videos. I can't help it. I'm born that way. I can't help it. I probably will never get West Virginia out of me, even if I moved out of Kentucky to out west or anywhere. I mean, it wouldn't matter down south. I don't think they can even know down south my accent. They could tell I have a different accent, but like in Louisiana, they got a really good accent, weird accent too. But to me, weird is not bad. Everybody's weird in their own way. Like, like anything else, you know what I mean? As long as you got a good heart, soul, that's all that matters. I'm kind of getting off the subject here with this, but I was just mainly was trying to focus on the vehicle. It's a used one. I may show you when I get home. And I'm not all good at editing these videos, or I'm mainly just, it's raw material what I send. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit right here real quick of the inside up front. But yeah, it's a little beater car. I mean, that's what I call it, beater. Seems to run good. I mean, the seats ain't all perfect. I mean, it's a little dirty. Well, whatever you're gonna call it. I'm not going in detail on the vehicle, but it's kind of rough around the edges on the inside. It's basically clean. I think the girl had a kid, so you know how that go with kids. They get dirty. I mean, I like seat covers on my vehicle, but that's my preference. Some people just drive them, get in and sit in and drive them, and don't worry about the seats. But like my Chevrolet, I had seat covers in it right after I got it, and I put some cheap, even though they're cheap seat covers, I have something in it. So the only ones that don't really in the back is the back seats, but in the back part of the back seats of my truck on the crew cab, the back part don't have a seat cover, which I got the seat covers off Dad. He just had them. He got them for cheap, and I just threw them in there, and it protects the seats where you sit on, and your head and all that stuff if you're sitting in them. It's not that I'm nasty or anybody getting in's nasty or anything like that. So, but I like to have a seat cover, just my preference. If you don't, that's fine too. If it gets dirty, try to clean it best you can and go on, I guess. But it's a little rough around the edges, but as far as dash and everything can be wiped down and look decent. I think I can vacuum it out a little bit more, wipe the seats off a little more, and maybe get them a little bit cleaner. I'm not sure. Wipe the dash down on with some of that shine stuff. They didn't really do no detailing or nothing. So, I mean, like I said, it was probably a young mother. I don't know. I can't really say. She had a kid in there, so I'm assuming it was the girl. She had a kid, so. But overall, it's not a bad vehicle. I kind of like it. I was surprised at 30 minutes away from the house. That I can get a little car like this. I was happy when I drove it, and it drove as good as it drove. I mean, oil wise, transmission wise, I'm just taking a guess, a gamble basically. Just that everything, if it sounds good, runs good, drive it and go on. I never really checked oil. I mean, it's running good. I'll get it home. If I have to change oil, I'll change oil here later. Like I said, tomorrow I've got a guy coming to look at my truck. A dealership wants it, but I told the dealership, that guy gets upset with me, and I've said, when I posted, I didn't know my truck would get all the attention. It's a one owner. I've owned it since new. I take care of my stuff. Like I said, with the SUV that I gave my brother, the Mercury Mariner. Like I said, this thing's a 4-cylinder. It's not going to have big power. It's got kind of a little humming noise up there, but I think it's because it's 4-cylinder. I don't know nothing about these vehicles. How the motor's supposed to sound, all that. I know if it runs smooth, that's all that matters to me. Get a couple years out of it, whatever. I don't care. As long as I don't have no major problems, hopefully I don't. Like I said, I'll just keep the maintenance up on it the best I can, and air filters changed and oil filter changed and all that. The air conditioner works. It surprised me because most vehicles you get them, they don't have the air conditioner working. So that was a plus. So as far as I know, all the lights, I really didn't check them during the daylight. I could see the blinker was working when in my dad's vehicle. I could see it back when I was in front of him, turn my signal on earlier when I left, working. I guess I'm going to check all the lights, make everything, go give it a rundown, look at it all over. But I've got to go in and try to wipe my truck, get some of the dirt. Because, I mean, dust, it just collects dust by sitting where it's black. So I've got to wipe it down a little inside. The guy likes to have it at least presentable when I sell it to him tomorrow. I told him I'm not no professional, but the truck doesn't really need no professional detailing. I mean, yeah, I sell it to a dealership. They're going to expect to do detailing work to it, cleaning. Maybe 30 minutes. It shouldn't take long. I mean, I can wipe it down myself a little, make it look good, presentable to this guy tomorrow, because he said I want it clean. I was like, well, that's fine. I go in and wipe it down. It doesn't need an excessive clean down, and I'm gonna have it washed today at a car wash. Get it done on the outside. Like I said, it doesn't really need no main detailing. I took care of it. I kind of park in a not in a garage, but basically in a garage area, carport area beside my house. So it kind of really don't get really dirty, except for what dust gets on it. But yeah, I'm gonna clean it out a little bit too. I'm gonna park this and focus on this once I sell the truck tomorrow. I got to get it sold, and then and I've got this car to drive around, and then I'll have money to drive around. I mean, I'll at least have money on my truck if I want to go buy something else later on. I like some of the Chevy trucks. The one I got runs real good. Had no problem. Plenty of power. Runs like the day I had it. Kept oil changes and all the lights were. Everything works like the day I bought it. I mean, paint job still looks the day I bought it. Like I said, I'm just going to get it cleaned tomorrow to see later today. It looks like it's going to rain, but I'm going to wipe it out on the inside, get it a little bit shining up. Ain't really nothing much I had to do because it just gets dust. Black collects dust, so. And it can just sit and draw that on it, but after a week or two. And if you get in and open the door, front doors, back doors, I'm of course, about every month or two, you got to vacuum them out, whatever, stuff like that. Looks like this one's got floor mats. They're like carpet floor mats in this SUV. My truck had the rubber ones, but I'm just going to throw my my little rug things I got down in the floorboards of this. I'm going to clean it out later on, vacuum it and all that. But yeah, I'm almost home, and I'll come back and update you a little later and show you a video on the SUV that I bought. But everybody take care, give me likes, and subscribe if you want to. I don't care, it doesn't matter if you want to or whatever. If you ever want to check my videos out. I get on YouTube myself, check all kinds of other people out. I just like doing that. I mean, I just check out stuff. If I want to get on there and look, I've been here lately really on YouTube just looking at watching other people's videos. I kind of think it's pretty cool to see other people from different areas of the world, which internet and of course YouTube gets this out to people. So, but I'm just showing you a little bit of experiences I'm going through, what I'm doing, which, like I said, I bought my Chevrolet in 19. It's got the 1500. It's 1500, 5.3 liter. It's got the 8-speed, which I have no problem out of the 8-speed. I mean, it's geared 323. I can't remember exact 323. I think I can't remember 321, 323, 323. I think I don't know. It's whatever's on the sticker I bought when I bought it. The sticker price. It shows all the detail, but it runs good. I have no problem. Nice truck. But hopefully tomorrow this guy comes out, looks at it, satisfied, buys it, and then I can go on from there. And then I got my little SUV, my little drive around one. To me, I just decided to sell it because I don't really need to tow any with it right now or nothing. So, and this little SUV will suit me fine and stuff. So, but yeah, you guys take care, enjoy your day, give me a like, subscribe or whatever, and I'll get back to you guys later and maybe show you my truck some too. But you guys take care and enjoy your day, and I'll see you the next time. And bye-bye.